You can't rely just on Amazon's automated reports to tell you if you're really losing money or you're making money on Amazon, if there's anything right or wrong. That's why we have a nice checklist that we go through on a regular basis. And you should too, as a business, you should always have something that you're doing either on a weekly, monthly, quarterly basis. And this is our monthly profit and growth checklist. If this isn't hit, then pretty much things could fall through the cracks. You might run out of stock, right? And the first thing we're looking at is the refund audit, right? We're looking at any refunds that we should be getting pretty much, or that Amazon is giving to customers, and see if any of those could be disputed. Remeasure, reweigh. So if we're selling a tennis ball, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be asking Amazon to remeasure and reweigh it. Sometimes Amazon somehow comes up with different weights and then reduces the weight by a couple ounces. And that changes your profit from $500 a month to $3,000 a month because Amazon's charging you less shipping fees if you're using FBA. We've got competitor analysis, catalog download, deep ASIN audit, EHP audit, deep profit dive, identify bottlenecks and solutions, identify negative and positive product trends, strategic planning with phase plan. A lot of stuff here, so you can pretty much make it your own. This is pretty much the draft. I've got references here on pretty much each and every section of the platform. And the one that you want to just see is, okay, what's your return rate? What's your top return product? Why are people returning it? And kind of just going from there. And they do have a returns and recovery dashboard now within Amazon Seller Central. And you can see this is actually within the last 90 days. Customer refund about $370. Probably will never see that back. I don't even know if I've already seen the item, but at least the customer initiated return rate is below 1%. We can also see the top product that's like causing these returns. And we can see the customer return reasons is the fit is smaller than expected. So maybe we should be optimizing the title and the first, or at least the second image to show that the sizing right there from the get. So we click on our listing, we can double check that, and then we can update the listing and go from there. These small changes do make a big impact. So keep that in mind. They also have FBA customer returns. They got so many different things. We're going to go to the next one is competitor analysis. And this is what a lot of people stop doing. They do one competitor analysis and they sit back and relax, right? So I remember a lot of clients do that and they start making a lot of money, like $30,000 a month. And that's what I'm saying. I say, look, this is your time. You figured it out potentially. This is your time to double down before all the fake competitors come in, people try to go around your intellectual property, business starts happening. This is what you want them to do. And instead, they just relax instead of doing a competitor analysis, seeing how can they get better? How can they make more money? How can they make their family more financially set? And you want to be doing competitor analysis and kind of looking at the different things. And what we do is we look at three main things, which is the SEO score versus the competitor. So what's their organic rank? Sales rank score versus competitor, what's their sales rank, and then images versus competitors, right? So I can kind of dive into this a little bit deeper another time, but remeasure or reweigh, I already mentioned that, but I put that separate just in case. Once you do the competitor analysis and you figure out ways that you can improve, you will be writing it down and just slowly taking action. You don't want to do anything crazy like dyeing your hair a whole different colors and things like that. Catalog download. This is so you can back up all of your listings. So this pretty much allows you to back up all of your listings to a spreadsheet, and then you can just re-upload them to the same account or a new account, and then all of the product would potentially be there. Catalog download, just that's pretty much the same. Deep ASIN audit. So this is a deeper, once you find like your number one competitor or a new competitor that you really want to look into, that's when we can do a full deep ASIN audit and triple check everything. Then obviously now we're getting down to the nitty gritty, and that's going to be the profit. How much profit are you actually making? Are you spending your time wisely, right? Are you just kind of like going on your Amazon account and then going and forgetting to do the monthly checklist and things fall through the cracks, which does happen. So you need to make sure that you're identifying those bottlenecks and you're coming up with actual solutions, right? Identify negative and positive product trends, and then strategic planning with phase plan. This is pretty much something that you're going to be doing with your clients once per month if they are monthly management clients. But again, it really depends on what you are doing at the end of the day. But that is it For this video, it's a quick checklist, but checklists do make a difference. If you need help with anything Amazon, creating your own special checklist, or us double checking it, even managing your Amazon account, helping you with any problem, feel free to contact EHP Consulting Group. The link's right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. I'm Josh Hackett, and I'm signing out.